Hello everyone, welcome to my incredible chess channel. I'm Atul Dahale and I'm going to show you a brilliant game played by none other than our favorite Robert James Fischer. Yes guys, today we are going to see a very thematic game in which Fischer sacrifices peaks in the center of the board. I'll not reveal everything right now, so stay tuned with me till the end and understand what are the things going to happen, how he checkmated his opponent in this brilliant game. So let's begin. The game starts with e4. Fischer is white in this position. His opponent Rubinetti is black. He starts with c5. Sicilian Defence is on the board. Knight f3, d6, d4, c captures d4, knight captures d4, knight f6, knight c3 and e6. Well, this is the Sicilian Scheme engine opening, you can say, and now he plays bishop c4. Bishop c4 move is actually Fischer's favorite move. In Nadorf opening also he goes for the bishop c4. According to Fischer, he says like the light square bishop is very important in Sicilian because it attacks these 2 points all the time, especially when in Nadorf positions, when the pawn is not there on e6, usually it's on e5 square, the bishop on this diagonal plays a big role in attacking the pawn on f7, and there are lots of tactics which happen on that diagonal. We all know this thing. So here black played a6 and now he moves the bishop to b3 square. Obviously black was intending to play b5. That is what he played in the game, and now the thing is that bishop has moved back, but still it is on the diagonal which I was talking about. Okay, black's castles in this position, and now I will tell you one thing, that in this game it's all about the piece centralization. Okay, centralization of the pieces, and white has already castled. Black's king is in the center of the board. What he should do in this position is like he should continue with bishop to e7 and then followed by castle. This is what black should do, but the thing is that he moved his bishop to b7 square and he wants to attack the point, that is the e4 pawn, which is fairly normal, and I can understand that is a very good move also in some sense, but it has weakened one point, that is the pawn on e6 square. Now you will say like, well, okay, what is going to happen with that pawn? I will tell you all the things. Just let me play one move, rook to e1, and now black plays knight d7, and now it becomes very difficult for black to castle, because the moment he plays bishop e7, it is going to be a sacrifice on e6 square, and it will be a very difficult position. For example, in this position Fischer went on to play bishop to g5, and now h6 is played. We need to maintain the pressure on this diagonal, that's why he plays bishop to h4, and here the best move would have been playing to g5, bishop g3 and putting the knight on e5 square, so that it will consolidate everything, and maybe in this position you can play bishop e7 and the position will be okay, or even you don't even need to play that move. The knight on e5 is doing a wonderful job. The queen will come to c7 square, rook will come on the c8 square, and the game will continue. Okay, although the king is in the center of the board, it is kind of safe because all these pawns, means these 3 pawns and these 2 pieces plus this bishop is also there. Black is completely fine in this position, but the problem which I wanted to tell you is bishop to e7. See, in this position if you play bishop e7, the sacrifice which I was talking about is going to come on the board. Bishop to e6, fe6, knight e6. There are 2 points which are being attacked, the pawn on g7 as well as the queen on d8. If the queen moves anywhere, let's suppose to b6 square, the knight g7 check, king will go to f7 or f8 wherever you play, and knight will come on f5 square. There are plenty of attacking possibilities from the white side. Although white has sacrificed a piece, but he is completely dominating in the position. This bishop is already on a good diagonal. The queen will come on f3 square. The rook will come on d1 square, and there will be pressure on the e as well as d file. So be aware of this kind of tactics when you are playing the Sicilian, I must say. So bishop h4, and now he plays knight c5. Well, black tries to solve the problem with the e6 weakness with playing knight c5. His intention is to capture the bishop on b3 square and then go for bishop e7 followed by castle. But Fischer was very alert. He understood that his bishop is very important on the board, or maybe it's not important and it can be sacrificed somewhere so that the center will be opened up, and the king which is there in the center of the board, the black's king, is going to be checkmated very soon, or at least you can create lots of chances for the checkmate. So that's why here in this position he went on to play one amazing move. You can pause the video and think about it. What will you play? Well, I hope so that you have paused the video and thought about the position and came up with the solution, that is bishop d5. Yes, it is a very beautiful move. The threat is very simple. He wants to play knight c6 at some point, and the thing is that the bishop is like almost free in this position. You can capture it, or you can play queen c7. The capture was the move which was played in the game. Queen c7 was a sensible move to keep the pressure going on, not to open up the position in the center of the board, and keeping the hopes that you can play bishop e7 followed by castle and the game will go on. But okay, black was very optimistic about his chances, and he captured the bishop thinking that okay, he will just manage. He played e into d5, and all the threats in this position are going to come up on the board. Knight can jump to f5 square, c6 square, the queen is ready in the game, the knights on d4 and c3 are also in the game, the bishop on h4 is doing excellent job of pinning the knight on f6, and black is in trouble. Okay, he tried to run away in this position by playing king d7, but I just want to tell you that even if bishop e7 is played in this position, the knight can just bring jump to f5 square, and the bishop on e7 will be feeling very awkward, and I don't think so there is any good way to defend the bishop on e7. So he's just going to lose the game. So he tries to run away with king d7, but now Fischer was very alert. He understood that the knight on c5 is actually a very weak piece in this position. It is not having any good squares, because all the good squares like e6, d7, b7 and a6 are already blocked by black's pieces, and he goes on to play b4. A very important move, knight a4, knight captures a4, b captures a4 and c4. The pawns are going to roll on the board, and the black's king is going to be under a lot of pressure. And one more thing I would like to tell you, that in this position black's pieces on the king side, the knight on f6, bishop on f8, rook on h8 are just going to be the spectators on the board. They are not going to be the part of this game. Okay, so the king again starts rolling to the c8 square, queen captures a4, queen d7. He tries to exchange the queens, but as they say, when you are in the attack, you should not exchange the queens so easily. So Fischer retains the queen on b3 square. Now his idea is to play c5. Of course, he will bring the rook on c1 square, and he will go for that. Black plays g5 trying to get rid of the pin and all the attack on the knight. Bishop to g3, knight h5, again hoping to capture the bishop, but that is just a useless move, I'll say. c5, the idea is to play c6 and just grab the bishop and open up the king, which is situated on c5, c8 square. D capture c5, and now he plays b capture c5. Again the threat is to play c6. Okay, so here two options are there. Bishop captures d5 and queen captures d5. He went on to play queen d5 in the game. We'll consider that after a while. But what happens with bishop to d5? There is a very good move in this position. Again, I will tell you that pause the video and think about the position. What will you play? You need to continue with your attack, and you need to find out good moves in this position. Well, I hope you paused the video and thought about it. The move is to play c6. This is a brilliant move. The idea is, if you capture here, then the queen will be captured, they will be exchanged, but black's king will be in the center. It will be under fire. These two rooks will be there, and I think black is not going to survive for a long time. Okay, this is clearly better position. Queen d5, which was played in the game. He went on to play rook c8, a very good move. Check, king d7, queen a4 check, and there will be a series of good moves in this position. Just be careful to watch everything. Okay, don't miss out anything. Stay with me. Bishop to c6, and now knight captures c6, queen captures c6, and now here in this position he plays a brilliant move, that is rook d1 check. He's not ready to exchange anything, and now the game is over. Bishop d6, it is going to be a checkmate after rook into d6. Even if we capture king into e8, we can just capture queen into c6 check. King will go to any square. We can capture this rook also. Then again this bishop will be coming on e5 square, and slowly and gradually you can already see that black is going to be checkmated very soon. Okay, in the game king c7 was played, and after queen into c6 the game was over. Very quick checkmate. You can say Bobby Fischer just massacred the black's king with all his major pieces, and such a beautiful sacrifice on d5 square. That is the highlight of this game. I hope that you enjoyed this video and this game also. Don't forget to like this video, comment about your solutions and everything in the comment section, and I will be coming back very soon with some brilliant game for you. Till that moment, take care, goodbye, and love you all.